Hi Cancer, welcome to your October 2018 Tarot and Astrology reading. Oh, okay. Eight of Swords and Strength appearing side by side. There could be some anxieties and fears surrounding a Leo person or possibly surrounding Leo season. Could be worrying about a Leo person or worrying about a maternal figure, possibly a female friend, or anxieties surrounding the feminine. Now that can be that could be quite common, I think, after the Aries full moon that's just passed, leading us up into the Taurus full moon. The full moon is a sensitive time, and to be ruled by the moon, it's as your ruler, as your guide. Sometimes it can illuminate the inner fears and anxieties we hold within ourselves. Okay, there's more. The Knight of Cups and the Star. There seems to be a hope at love, a new chance at love, wish fulfillment surrounding love, a romantic message that you've possibly been longing for a long time. And it seems to be coming out of an anxious release, surrendering our fear for hope, because fear is a lack of faith, and that seems to be a guiding message for you guys this month, particularly as we ask ourselves what makes us feel secure. Fourth house energy, Libra season, the new moon in Libra on the 9th. What makes you feel secure? What is it you're lacking in your life that you feel would give you security? Or what feeling of security is it that you're looking to bring into your relationships or your home situation? Maybe you want more financial security. Maybe you want more emotional security, or a security of self. Even with the Strength card, you want to be feeling more in control of who you are as a person, and you want to find that through external means rather than looking within. But we can easily manifest things within us than outside of us. So that seems to be your key this month, Cancer. Venus retrograding in Scorpio, it's an odd one. Venus is doing strange, remarkable things when it retrogrades, but everyone thinks the opposite of the things that Venus encompasses, beauty and love and romance. They think the opposite is hatred and indifference and what we define as ugly, which is of course all personal definitions. But that way around it, Scorpio for you is your 5th house of romance. And as much as I've seen in the comments, people can get so defensive when the past is mentioned, that it's remarkably clear just from that alone that the person hasn't released it. And Venus doesn't like you to progress too far into your relationships or your financial situations without making you do a reassessment or a re-examination of the state that we're in. So it's a good time to reassess. There unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, there could be a second shot at some romances, a second shot at some relationships, a second shot at some financial situations, a money-making scheme. There could be more that's unearthed. We also have a beautiful full moon in Taurus at the end of the month. And that would be in your No. What's Taurus for you, Cancer? Your 10th house, I think. My brain has just left me. It's your 11th house of society and friendships. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Your current situation versus what you want. You're out in the cold somewhere. You're feeling lonely, you're feeling isolated, or you're feeling financially in trouble. Versus what you want, which is a new start, an offer of emotion more than anything, is what I think the Ace of Cups represents, is an emotional offer. Sometimes romantic, sometimes just that bit of support, that bit of emotional security. In your positive position, we have the World, and in your challenge position, we have the Ten of Swords. Outcome, the King of Cups. Okay, a progression of self. Coming out of this, a king rather than a pauper. I think it's a prince versus a pauper, but we're going to go for a king here. So in the challenge position, that Ten of Swords moment, that betrayal either from another or of self, that fear of rejection, that actual rejection, the deep dark part of disappointment where we can't believe that something's happening again or that it's happening at all. And it's over, and you want it to be over in some ways, and in other ways you're mourning that loss. Something which has been lost. I get the impression, Cancer, with a lot of this, it could be possibly to do with people in your inner circle. It could be your closest friendships. It could be people that you believed were family, people that you really trusted. Someone is gone. Someone's flown the nest. Maybe somebody has betrayed you and that's over. I say that friendship because of the Three of Cups and that full moon illuminating your 11th house of friendships at the end of the month. Maybe somebody gets let go. Now, I want to be clear with this. The full moon in Taurus will be somewhat of a surprise when it happens, and it could be a number of things. With Jupiter in Scorpio and the Sun in Scorpio at odds with that full moon, but that full moon joining forces with trick or treat Uranus, we have possibly a very unusual Halloween time. I will get more into that in the mid-monthly readings, but the gist of it is what you've let go with this Ten of Swords will be greater for you than not. The World will bring you rewards. The World card will bring you opportunity. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the full moon in Taurus is the Hunter moon, and it's also known as the travel moon. So to see the World card here, I'm thinking, maybe Cancer's going somewhere. Maybe Cancer's going on a bit of a holiday, a bit of a break. Or maybe they're celebrating the completion of a cycle, maybe a degree, maybe a job that you don't want to do is finally coming into an end and you're getting something that's more fulfilling. I actually suspect with the Ten of Swords, this release and this letting go is a relief of some kind, even if it has a tinge of sadness. Sorry, Cancer, my microphone went off and the camera cut out, which has been happening quite a lot. Now let's see, we have the Seven of Wands. You were fighting for something or someone to keep them in your life, I think. Fighting to keep yourself out of the cold, fighting to keep yourself from loneliness. Queen of Cups. You want it to be true to yourself. There is a completion of some sort of job cycle and a celebration. I think the Ten of Swords could possibly have been regarding a Leo, but that is possibly also something, as I say, that ended during Leo season. You're feeling very in the dark. The Sun in the challenge position. You're not feeling in the light, Cancer. And there's the Moon. The Sun beside the betrayal means that the beginning of the rest of your life, as cliche as it sounds, is nigh. It's happening. You're no longer going to be in the dark. The Moon is you facing your fears. It's you facing that which you were scared of, the shadow side, the shadow aspect, Cancer. And underneath we have the Death card, so it is a rebirth. It is a letting go. It's a change. Scorpio season is going to be a big change for you romantically and career-wise. I think some of you are having a real moment of completion. And the beautiful thing about this, Cancer, whether you believe me or not, is that you were hoping to be a Queen of Cups, but you're coming out of it a King, and that's a sign of progression in the deck. It's not a gender issue. It's not a sexist thing. It's to do with progressing in terms of our inner beings. It just simply, a knight to a queen would be a progression. It's just moving your way up through the cycle. It's not a gender thing. It's a transformation of self. It could also mean that you were hoping for someone who met you in the water. Someone who meets you in your emotions, someone that meets you in your heart, someone that meets you in the depths that you swim in, someone that swims in the same depth, someone whose demons play well with yours, someone who understands your fears, and they help you, they go there with you rather than they objectify you and make you question yourself. And some of you could be meeting that person under this energy, and some of you could actually be reconnecting with that person that was meant to be, but there was some issue of travel where they were taken away, and it wasn't to do with one person doing anything wrong. It's just that it wasn't the right time for you. And Jupiter in that side of the sky for you could be bringing you someone that either you have known before or someone new, and that's her parting gift. That is the last part she leaves you with. And you've wondered where it was, maybe, I don't know, but there's an offer here for something very sweet. The Magician. It's finally happening. That fresh start is finally happening. Something that you've been holding on for. The Hierophant. It could be a real commitment, Cancer. And the Star, a wish fulfilled. I've kind of been a little lost with these readings lately, and it's more to do in October. And it's more to do with the fact that when the cards say something good is on the horizon, people in the comments, they like to reject the idea. And I don't know why. And I hope you guys don't reject the idea that you can let something go to pick up something better. I hope you guys don't reject that idea. When people talk about letting go, you can let go of many things. In fact, you can let go of anything. The thing about a general reading is it's never specific of what it is that you will let go. It's more the energy of doing so. So some people, yes, they might let go of a relationship. That might be what Jupiter in their relationship sector has come in to teach them. No, maybe they're going to let go of the need to control everything. Maybe they're going to let go of the need to be the receiver rather than the giver. Maybe they're going to let go of the ideal perfect person that has to follow a specific set of guidelines, maybe be a specific religion, maybe look a specific way, letting go of something to pick up something better. Taurus is a possessive moon. What you can't see in your hand is something you don't have, but there's something different here. This full moon is going to bring you a connection that's greater than that what you've had. And no, it might not be somebody new. It might be somebody from the past, and maybe no, it's somebody from the future. You don't know. Uranus is a surprising planet. And it's connecting with a full moon. There's a surprise, there's a gift, especially with the Star card here. Uranus is ruler of Aquarius, which is represented by the star. And I feel like what it is that you receive is something that does your heart good, Cancer. It's something that you've been holding on for. And no, maybe it's not romantic, maybe it's a job. But it's something you've been working at. And it's something that is going to make you feel connected. Something romantic, maybe. And yeah, it could be somebody from the past, but I feel like if it's somebody from the past, it's not necessarily where there was damage done. Nope, that part's over. The actual love that you're receiving could be something that destiny has prevented you from having until now. And I say that because of the Eight of Pentacles. It's something you could have waited for quite a long time. You're coming out of the cold. And you're coming out of your cage. And you're feeling like this is who I am. This was who I've always been, and I've always meant to be this person, and I feel more connected with myself than I've done in a long time. And that's what this Two of Cups is. Your connection with self may be that catalyst to bring you the romance that you've wanted, or the romantic experience, the romantic feelings that you've wanted, Cancer. And maybe the experience that you wanted was something else. Maybe what you've wanted was a job that you felt connected your mind, body, and soul. Maybe you wanted a job that was, for want of a better phrase, out of this world. The world is this woman dancing free. Dancing with the universe and dancing with everything that's come to her in its unique form. And yet, the Eight of Swords, which is across the table from her, is this woman in a cage. And she's tied up. And the Ten of Swords is, yee. What more do you need? What more are you going to throw at me before I just lay down and die? Well, not a lot. The ebbs and flows of life are vary. There are so many things that can happen in a lifetime of experience. And that's what connects people. We've all gone through different experiences. But the Ten of Swords is more to do with that. I don't think I'm going to take any more of this. And you don't, Cancer, at least not this month. The Two of Cups, no, it doesn't promise a happily ever after. You go research the Two of Cups and your perception of, it means true love. It means a soulmate. No, to somebody else it's going to be, it's a connection, but it might not last. I say the Hierophants here, this seems to be something a lot more long-term, a lot more connected to the Eight of Pentacles is in the middle. These are two people that are committed to working on the greater good of the relationship. And someone else will say, but to me, the Hierophant is someone that's probably kind of controlling. You know? And that's not to sound negative, Cancer. That's just, you can't please everybody in these readings. That's one thing I've learned from this. And don't let somebody else's Ten of Swords moment, if they want to live there, don't let that take away your Two of Cups. Don't let that take away your King of Cups or your Hierophant. I think this Taurus moon, it's as clear as day. Do you want to argue with that? The moon and the Hierophant, Taurus moon, full moon and Taurus at the end of the month. How does that happen? What does it bring you? This. It brings you something very special, and it's a very lovely energy. And if you're still in that Ten of Swords moment, you have the opportunity to come out, and that much is clear. These readings don't ever tell you how you're going to live your life and what you're going to do. And you can do with the messages what you like, really. If you don't think you're ready to see what the full moon illuminates in this world, then you don't have to. The Four of Pentacles is in your positive position if you want to keep your cards close to your chest and you want to protect yourself because you feel you need to and it's not your time. That's your thing. That's your call. That's fine. But it's almost to me like somebody steps out of the shadows for you. And maybe it's not a wild ride the way you'd expect with a Uranus aspect to a full moon. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's more slow and steady than that. Maybe it's a Taurus person. Maybe it's a Pisces person. Maybe it's another water sign. Maybe it's a Scorpio. Regardless of what form they come in, this is someone that's as committed to you as you'd like them to be, with the freedom to be exactly who you are. So I'm going to draw some goddess guidance cards, Cancer, and see what else we've got. Okay. I see 4, so I'm going to take these ones that have all flipped for you and see what we've got. Okay. Isis, past life. The situation involves your past life memories. Yamanya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Coventina, purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. And abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance to you. Be open to receiving. That, as I say, is your call, Cancer. There's a golden opportunity here, possibly with someone that's a past life connection or a past love connection. And there's something very, very pure about this, something very wholesome. It's an opportunity that won't come along all the time. So be open to it, believe in it. And it looks like it's yours. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Cancer. I will see you in the mid-monthlies and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.